Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the West Quad Gymnasium here at the Brooklyn College campus. We are here for the CUNYAC semifinals between the Brooklyn College Bulldogs and the York Cardinals. I am Pat Brown here with my partner, Jonathan Pariente. And Jonathan, it's deja vu number 3. These teams meeting for the third time, and let's talk a little bit about the first 2 games.
Yeah, what a difference really a week makes. These 2 teams have had 2 very different games, York and Brooklyn College. Let's go back to the first meeting, back at York College. Back and forth game, a close defensive battle, came down to a couple of late free throws at the end. The Brooklyn College Bulldogs were able to win that game by 5 points.
Yep, 69-64, and being at that game.
Back on January 20th.
January 12th, yes. And the key to that game was 1 minute and 3 seconds left to go in the game. Brooklyn College was only up 64-63, and it was a back and forth battle for a loose ball. Nancy Pham corralled that loose ball, was able to go to the free throw line, knock down the 2 free throws, and then just was able to knock out the last few seconds and hold off a very confident and determined York team.
Yeah, this York team played Brooklyn College tough the entire year. And then fast forward to literally just last week. On Valentine's Day, on senior night, yes. Brooklyn College Bulldogs had a real battle to start that game. They were down 15. They rallied to close the gap in the to close out the first half. Then in the second half, it was all Bulldogs. They ended up winning the game 85-70, and it was a dominant performance by 3 of the Bulldogs seniors, each scoring 20 points in that game.
Yes, you had Dasha Goodman, Erica James, and Gianna Gotti. Speaking about Gianna Gotti, the CUNYAC Player of the Year here in CUNYAC, and also 5-time Player of the Week, 1-time Player of the Month, and it was just, she just made sure that this team was going to be in this position that they find themselves in the semifinals. And talking to her mom before the game, she said Gianna told her it doesn't mean anything if we don't bring the chip back.
Absolutely. You know, Gianna has just proven herself to be just a tremendous player. And we'll talk about this later, but you talked about the journey it took Gianna to get here to Brooklyn. It was a very interesting journey, I'll say the least. But Gianna Gotti, you know what? One of the best things for her was coming here to Brooklyn. 22 points per game is what she averaged this year. One of the top scorers on this team, reached 1,000 points this year in a 2-year career here at Brooklyn. She has just been everything you could have asked for in a leader, in a scorer, just moving the ball around, doing everything to put the game on her shoulders.
And she averages 5.5 assists a game, and she broke her own record. Last year, she had 130 steals to lead the nation. This year, she leads the nation again, and she has 140 steals.
Just incredible. This whole offense of the women's Bulldogs, when they get clicking and they're all playing together in the right way, it's very hard for teams to match up.
And you can't pinpoint one player on the team that you can say, okay, we got to stop her and we can win. No, they have multiple weapons. They have leadership at every position. They have some young players that are stepping into roles that early in the season they weren't really confident in. We're talking about Brianna Gutierrez and Dior Dorsey. So you're going to see a back-and-forth game, but Coach Stiletto said it's about how we get off in the start of the ball game. We can't fall behind like we did last week and expect to have the same outcome. We got to take it from the start and follow all the way through for 40 minutes.
I'd have to think the women were definitely going over that throughout this week. How are we going to get off to that strong start? How do we put the game in our hands and keep it that way for the rest of the game? That's going to be a big key. If you shut down this York offense, if you shut down Magda Gay-DeSources, if you shut down Gums, if you shut down Hodzik, you put yourself in a very good position. And if the Bulldogs can take them out of the game early, then the Bulldogs could have a very easy go of things as this game moves on.
Well, let's talk about York. York is a veteran team. They've been together for 3.5 years. They're all four of their 5 starters are all seniors. They know each other. They play very well together. And the bottom line is you can't let them establish their pace.
Kamani Jackson has done really a tremendous job getting this team ready for this game. They're 12-11 on the year, and they're a very top defensive team. They give up 57 points per game. So do not, under any circumstance, take them lightly.
No.
This is going to be a very good game. I think we're going to see a great matchup here tonight. But right now, we're going to step aside for a moment. We're going to listen to our public address announcer, Alan Zarrow, and the playing of our national anthem.
Yes, indeed. We'll be back right after the playing of the national anthem. get right into the starting lineups. First, for the visiting York College Cardinals, you have the senior 5'8" guard from Queens Metropolitan High School in Queens, number 11, Elma Hadzik. You have the senior 6-foot center from Opportunity Charter in New York, number 12, Mac DeSorsis. The 5'9" senior guard from Democracy Prep Charter in the Bronx, number 15, Christiana Sierra. The 5'9" senior forward from John Dewey High School in Brooklyn, number 24, Aminata Sagna. And the sophomore 5'5" guard from Hillcrest High School in Queens, number 25, Alicia Gums. Head coach is Kamani Jackson. Assistant coaches Nicole Durick and David Williams.
For the Brooklyn College Bulldogs, it will be Nancy Pham, number 1, the 5'6" senior guard out of Manhattan Center High School from Woodside, Queens, New York. Sarah James, number 2, the 5'10" senior forward out of James Madison High School from Brooklyn, New York. Gianna Gotti, number 5, the 5'5" senior out of Oyster Bay High School from Oyster Bay, New York. Dasha Goodman, the 5'8" senior guard out of New York City Lab High School from New York, New York, wearing number 11. And Erica James, the 5'8" guard senior out of James Madison High School from Brooklyn, New York, will wear number 32. Coach Alex Lang leads this ball club. This is his 20th year as Brooklyn College head coach. Nelia Sedaris, Rocco Soletto, the assistant coach, along with former Bulldog Megan Campbell.
Yes, indeed, and we are in for a treat. The West Quad Gymnasium is packed and ready to rock and roll as we're getting ready to start this semifinal game. The other semifinal is being played at the same time. It's going to be Hunter that is playing at John Jay, and that game will be starting the same time as this game, and we'll be keeping you updated throughout the game and letting you know what's going on with the other score.
I expect we'll see a very, very close competitive game here tonight. Both these teams have seen each other now over the last month, really, altogether. Both of them also just played last week. So you have to wonder, are the Bulldogs going to get out to that strong start to start the game? We spoke with Rocco Soletto heavily before this game began, talking about possible game plan. How do you approach York from your last meeting? If the Bulldogs get off to a strong start early, do you think it's a good sign?
Oh, it's always a good sign when you get off for a fast start, but it's not just the fast start. It's maintaining your focus throughout the game because you know York is going to make a run. It's inevitable that you're going to have a lull. You're going to have some things not go your way, particularly in a part of the ball game. But it's how you react, how you maintain your poise and your posture, and to refute everything that they bring towards you.
Taking the ball off the hands of Magdagay DeSorsis is going to be huge. Also, can you shut down Elma Hadzik? That's going to be the biggest challenge I think the women are going to have tonight. Hadzik and her ability to attack the paint, can move the ball around very well. The Bulldogs will have to come out ready for that. That's going to be a very huge key.
Yeah, and she got off to a very fast start the last game. She had like 8 points in the first 10 minutes of the first 5 minutes of the game last time. So the officials for tonight is Sanad Bernard, Dee Midkiff, and Adam Bernstein. We are just about ready for the tip-off. It's going to be DeSorsis and Sarah James for the tip-off.
Bulldogs are wearing their white and maroon trim uniforms. York in their black with red trim.
It's up, and it's going to be taken by Gums. Gets it over to Hadzik. Hadzik's going to bring it off at the top of the key, guarded by Pham. And gets around here, goes into the paint. Sarah cuts off, gets it back to the top of the key to Sierra. Back to Gums. Gums guarded by Gotti. She's being hounded. 15 on the shot clock. Drives into the paint. Cut off again. Good defense. Now it's Sagna. Sagna looking into the paint to Hadzik. Hadzik turns, spins, shoots, no good. And rebound by Hadzik. Puts it up and scores. First basket goes to York.
Bulldogs did a very good job to start that good defensive rotation, but second chance. Don't want to give York that second chance opportunity.
And now it's the first opportunity for Brooklyn College on offense. Sarah James has it on the left wing. Swings it over to Nancy Pham, top of the key. She has the dribble, swings it into the paint, and stolen by Sagna. Sagna over to Hadzik. Hadzik on the left side. Goes baseline, cut off by Gotti, and knocked out of bounds off of her foot. Turnover, Brooklyn College ball. A good help defense there by Gianna Gotti.
And we get a little whistle. We have a little shove.
As they're trying
Looks like
to
Gums
deny.
was getting a little close to Gotti there.
Yeah, trying to deny Gotti the ball. But that's okay, because they get the ball to Gotti. And Gums is going to take her one-on-one. On the left side, it's Gotti. Gotti brings the dribble over to Goodman. Goodman dribbles over to Erica James. James goes down to the paint, and she's tripped and fouled by number 11, Hodzik. Her first foul and the team's first, and the first of the game at 8:42.
Took a hard fall there, did Erica James, but she's okay. That's the first foul on York, and that's what the Bulldogs are going to have to do, force those fouls, get York into foul trouble early.
And drive to the paint
Absolutely.
when you see the lane open. So Pham to inbound. Looking, gets it over to Sarah James for three. No good. Rebounded by Hodzik. Hodzik's going to bring the ball up, gives it over to Gums. Gums crosses half court. Top of the key, guarded by Gotti. Goes, drives right side, cut off into Sagna. Sagna shoots the three, no good. Rebounded by Gotti. And Gotti's going to be fouled from behind. And I don't know who's going to be on Hodzik. Again, that's her second foul within 2 minutes.
That's big. Don't forget in the last game when Gums had 3 fouls to start the game. Now it's happening to Hodzik.
So again, Pham is going to inbound the ball. Gets it into Goodman. Goodman gets it over to Gotti.
Oh, Gums almost had a foul there.
Nice pick. Gotti one-on-one, foul line over to Erica James. Erica James goes baseline. Reverse layup, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Sagna.
Good move to the net, though, by Erica James.
Gums on the right side, guarded by Gotti into the paint. And throws it. She traveled because she was out of control. 3 turnovers for York in the first 2 minutes, and they have a 2-point lead, 2-0.
Bulldogs playing good, tight defense, much different than last week.
So Gotti, guarded by Gums, gets around her at the top of the key, gets it over to Sarah James. Sarah James gets it to Erica. Erica from the free throw line, no good. Rebounded by Gums. Over to Hodzik. Hodzik over to Gums, takes the shot, and it's good. That is Sierra for 3. And they're up 5-0.
Bulldogs trying to get a shot, have just not been able to quite hit that one yet.
Erica James, and stolen by Sierra over to Hodzik. Hodzik's going to drive, and it's going to be
blocking foul against Gotti.
I thought she had her feet planted there.
Stood her ground well, drew that charge.
So her first foul, the team's first, and Hodzik's going to go to the line, and York has gotten off to that fast start that Brooklyn College wanted to.
And right now the Bulldogs just haven't been able to knock down a shot yet. York playing tight defense to start.
Hodzik knocks down the first free throw. They're on a 6-0 run to start the game. Hodzik makes both free throws, and it's a 7-point lead, 7-0. Over to Sarah, Sarah over to Gotti. Brooklyn College has not scored. This is Gotti at the top of the key, over to Erica James. Erica James to Sarah James in the corner. Sarah James goes baseline, and she's bumped, but got it over to Gotti. 14 seconds on the shot clock. She regroups. Guarded by Gums. 10 seconds. 9. Gotti puts it up, and good. 7-2 to score, 6:55 left to go in this opening quarter.
Good shot there to break the 7-0 run by York.
Hodzik, top of the key, guarded by Pham. Drives right sides over to Gums. Gums guarded by Gotti, gets a screen. She puts up the 12-footer, no good, and out of bounds. Good box out by Sarah James on DeSources.
Bulldogs got to take advantage of that if you're Brooklyn now.
Look like they don't want Gotti to bring the ball up.
Gums is playing very harassing defense on Gianna Gotti so far.
Yep, it looks like she's going to be the spy on Gotti. So Pham is going to bring the ball up into the paint. Swings it over to Sarah James for 3. No good, and rebounded by Sagna. So Hodzik's going to bring it up past half court. Pham's going to pick her. She's waving her hand, calling a play out. She's telling DeSources to move. Gets the ball screen and puts up the shot, and no good. Rebounded by Gotti. Gotti turns around and brings the ball up court. Into the paint, swings it over to Goodman. Goodman, top of the key to Erica. Erica drives into the paint, puts it up, and not get the roll. Rebounded by Sagna.
Unfortunate bounce there for Brooklyn.
Good movement by Brooklyn College, but the ball just didn't fall through the hole. 5:40 left to go in the first quarter. 7-2 is the score. Hodzik, and ball is stolen by Pham, and they say Hodzik took the ball.
They call that a kickball?
Yes.
Okay, so Brooklyn ball, no foul.
And it's going to be Brianna Gutierrez checking in for Nancy Pham.
Or, nope, it's Gotti who's going out.
Oh, Gotti's going out.
Gotti's going to take a seat.
Okay.
Erica will inbound.
5:35, let's go. 7-2, Brooklyn College finds itself down. Pham gets it over to Goodman. Goodman picks it up. Oh, she went backcourt, did not know where she was. That was an unfortunate turnover there. Goodman just did not know where on the court she was.
Right now, Bulldogs off to a bit of a slow start. Just not being aware where they are on the court. Bad turnover there.
Sierra gets it in to Hodzik. Hodzik going to bring it over to Gums now. Gums guarded by Gutierrez on the right side on the wing. Swings into the paint, spins, turns around, and she traveled. Gums said, I think I'm just going to be a ballerina and see if I can pirouette my way to the basket.
Not going to get away with that move.
5:15 left to go in this opening quarter. We are still at 7-2. Pham on the right side. Dasha Goodman comes off, sets the ball screen. Into the paint, puts it up, and good. Nancy Pham knocks down her first shot. It's 7-4. Gums bringing the ball up. Into the paint. And, oh, she just
That's
ran
an offensive foul.
right over Dasha Goodman. Offensive foul, and
Gums is
she's
hurt. Gums is holding her
She's
left
holding her left
foot.
ankle, yeah. She looked like she's just tying her shoe.
Yeah, might have just came off a bit on that charge.
Yeah. So coming in for Brooklyn College, Gianna Gotti, and number 10, Dior Dorsey, the freshman from New Dorp High School in Staten Island.
All right, Coach Lang going to go with the freshman, see if she can bring a little spark to the offense.
4:50 left to go in this opening quarter. Gotti's going to bring the ball up, guarded by Gums. Top of the key, over to Gutierrez. Gutierrez drives into the basket, puts it up, over to Sarah. Sarah blocked by DeSources, but gets it right back. Gets it over to Gutierrez, 12 on the shot clock. Gets it into Dasha Goodman. Got Goodman under to Sarah James, no good, puts it back up and in. Sarah James with her own offensive rebound and the basket. The lead is down to 1.
That's what second chance points will do for you. Oh, what a block by Gotti!
Oh, but they call a foul on her as she hit her in the hand. But what a play by Gotti. But that's her second foul.
Coach Lang not happy, but you have to. That was a good foul. You had to make that, or that was an easy basket.
That was a great hustle, and I couldn't tell if she got all ball from here. They have a better vantage point, but what a hustle play.
So now Coach Lang has to be very careful Gotti does not pick up another foul, and she's going to take a seat.
And Pham is going to come back in. So 2 shots coming for Miss Gums. 7-6, they lead. 4:13 left. Misses the first one.
York as a team shoots about 65% from the free throw line in conference play, and altogether in overall.
Gums bounces, puts up the second shot. No good. Rebounded by Hodzik. Hodzik hounded, gets it over to Gums back at the top of the key. Swings it over to Hodzik. Hodzik guarded by Dorsey. Over to Sierra. Sierra shoots a quick 3. No good, but rebounded back to Sagna. Sagna goes, puts it up, and good. Sagna with the offensive rebound and putback. So it's 9-6 with 3:50 left to go in the opening quarter.
Ball just keeps finding the Cardinal down there on the rebound.
Pham on the left side. Gets it over to Goodman. Goodman looking, dribbling. Puts it up. Scoop, no good, but rebound by Sarah James, up and in. The second offensive rebound by Sarah, and it's now in 1-point lead now. And they're going to have a foul on number 10.
Dorsey.
And coach is upset. He said, those are the fouls we cannot give up, and that's the first on Dior Dorsey. Third on the team.
That puts the Bulldogs now in danger of being in the penalty. One more foul to give.
Nope, 2.
Oh,
Both
2 more
teams
fouls
have
to give,
3.
yeah. Yeah,
so
3.
Hodzik, guarded by Gutierrez on the left wing. Into the paint to DeSources. DeSources, no! What a good job by Dorsey, knocking it out of her hands. Nancy Pham bringing it up slowly. Pulls it back. Gets it over to Gutierrez. Gutierrez fakes, drives into the paint. Puts it over to Sarah James. She shoots. No good. Rebounded by Hadzik, but stolen by Gutierrez. Back. Gets it over to Nancy Pham. Pham's going to slow it down.
I think Hadzik got away with a foul there.
Over to Dorsey. Dorsey goes baseline. Yes, she did. She didn't put the ball down before she took the step. Very fast pace as the pace is starting to pick up, and now Erica James is going to come back in for Gutierrez.
Just a couple of killer turnovers there. The Bulldogs, you feel like the momentum is swinging their way, and again, just these turnovers are kicking them in the foot a little bit here.
Brooklyn College and we have
foul against Dorsey.
Foul against Dorsey? What? Wow, that's her second. And now Gutierrez is going to check in for her.
So Gotti at 2 fouls, Dorsey at 2 fouls. You have Hadzik playing with 2 fouls.
The officials are calling it close right now. Brooklyn College showing press. Hadzik in the corner, goes baseline, and stolen by Pham. Pham has a way to the basket, puts it up. Oh, does not get the basket, but got the foul on DeSources.
Yep.
Her first, the team's fourth. Oh, no, they gave it to Sierra.
Oh, okay.
So that's her first. DeSources does not have a foul. So going to shoot 2 at the line is Nancy Pham.
First trips to the line for Brooklyn tonight.
And have a chance to either tie or take a 1-point lead. 2:41 left to go in the opening quarter.
First shot is up. No good.
Misses the first one.
Looks like another switch. The Bulldogs are going to make another change in a moment. That is Aaliyah Rafat getting ready to check in for the Bulldogs.
Pham ties the score with the free throw.
Sarah James will take a seat, and will come Aaliyah Rafat. So Bulldogs going with their tallest player in Rafat, 5'11", out of Live from California.
I think he wants to get some more defensive rebounding prowess in, and for the press. Goes into Sierra. Sierra to Hadzik. Hadzik goes, puts it up, and good.
Can't let Hadzik have that wide open space.
And that's what happened in the second game. They kept trying to press, and Hadzik would sprint down the field and get open layups. Over to Dasha Goodman, over to Gutierrez. Gutierrez looking, holding, gets it over to Pham, top of the key. Gets it over to Erica James. Erica James goes baseline, puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Sagner. So gets it over to Gums. Gums going to bring it past half court, guarded by Pham. 2 minutes left to go in the open court, off her foot, and it's going to be back court once he picks it up. And she lets it go out of bounds because it doesn't matter, because as soon as she touches it, it's going to be Brooklyn College ball anyway.
Bulldogs get a huge break there.
1:56 left to go. It's 11-9 York. Erica James to inbound, guarded by Sagner. Ball into Pham. Pham on the right side. Ball screen by Rafat. Into the paint. Swings it over to Erica James for 3. It's good! Nope, they say it 2. They say her foot was on the line. So she ties the score.
Good pace to this game now as the pace is picked up.
Ball thrown, and it's going to be out of bounds. Brooklyn College basketball. They tried to get it to Hadzik, and it was way over her head.
That's another turnover. This is where the turnovers now could begin to come in here. York has struggled with that, and the Bulldogs are forcing those turnovers.
Brooklyn College
like
forces 25 turnovers a game. 18 of those on steals, by the way.
Big one. Yep.
So Brooklyn College inbound the ball under the basket. Erica James gets it in to Rafat. Rafat to Goodman. Goodman at the foul line, looking, gets it over to Erica James. Erica James on the left side, pulls it back out, swings it to Goodman. Goodman up and in! A good give and go by Goodman and James.
First lead of the game for Brooklyn.
Gums now, swings it all the way over to Hadzik. Hadzik spots a 3. No good, rebounded by Pham. 1 minute left to go in the opening quarter. Pham, top of the key, pulls it back, calls out a play. Guarded by Hadzik, over to Erica James, guarded by Sagner. Erica James in the paint, and we're going to have a foul on number 24, Sagna. That's going to be her first and the team's fifth, and they put Brooklyn College in the single bonus.
Yep. Coach Jackson can't believe it at all. Doesn't see any charge, didn't see any hand on the ball. Looks like Mary Dolgan is getting ready to check in for Brooklyn.
5'9" sophomore forward from Midwood High School, my alma mater.
Nice.
The Hornets.
She'll replace Dasha Goodman. Another sub coming in also for York. It's going to be
Miss Gibson.
Gibson will come in, replacing Sagna, who just picked up the foul.
So 2 shots for Erica James at the line.
Bulldogs 1 out of 2 at the stripe.
Misses the first.
That should have been 2 free throws. That's not a 1 and 1.
Yeah. So she'll get
her second
another
free throw.
Yep. Hold on.
Oh, they might have called. Did they call a lane violation?
I don't know. We're trying to figure that out right now. As the officials going to the table.
DeSources was going for the loose ball like it was an and 1 shot. But that's not what it is. It's not a play to release.
Yeah, so.
Are they going to let Erica James redo the free throw?
We haven't gotten any motion from the official. Yep, 2 shots.
Yeah, so they're going to let her redo the free throw. Okay.
No.
No, they don't.
And misses, rebounded by DeSources.
Very rare 2 missed free throws from Erica James.
Yep, Hodzik. 20 on the shot clock, 35 on the game clock. And now Erica James comes to top the key. The guard comes. Goes down to the paint, cut off by Erica. Good defense. Over to Sierra. Sierra to 3 and knocks it down.
Good shot by Sierra.
So they take a 1-point lead. Brooklyn College is going to hold for the last shot. Pham at the top of the key. Gets it over to Dogan. Dogan over to Gutierrez. Gutierrez looking. Try to get it to Erica, but pass over to Pham, top of the key. 5 on the shot clock. Erica James gets over to and Gutierrez with 1 second. Got to put it up. The shot's up. Oh! Does not hit it with no seconds on the clock. And that's the end of the first quarter. Brooklyn College found themselves down 14-13. But Jonathan, fast-paced first quarter. Back and forth, seesaw, turnover here, turnover there. But the whole thing was Brooklyn College got down by 7 early, fought the way back, and now they're only down 1 going into the second quarter.
Yeah, honestly, the way the quarter started, it looked like it could have been a lot worse. But the Bulldogs were able to close the gap. They buckled down on defense, and you're not seeing York getting those easy baskets like they did in their last game. The Bulldogs have done a better job defensively tightening that up. You feel like it's only a matter of time the Bulldogs will get on a roll here. You feel like it's been there. It was coming. Just a couple of bad turnovers kind of broke that momentum just a little bit. But the Bulldogs are still attacking the Cardinals. They're not afraid. They're not backing down. I think the more of that you see from the Bulldogs, it's going to start to take its toll as the game moves on.
And you see with Gotti having 2 fouls, Dorsey having 2 fouls, they're trying to change his rotation right now. But that's the benefit of having a deep bench. You can rely on Gutierrez. You can rely on Pham. You can rely on Rafat and Dogan to come in and provide those minutes to get your players back on the court to do what they need to do. Now, York, meanwhile, DeSources has not touched the basketball on the offensive end of the floor in the whole 10 minutes of the first quarter. I think that's a mistake.
Well, the Bulldogs, you want to keep the ball out of her hands. She does rebound the ball well, so if you keep the ball off of DeSources' hands, that's pretty big. You already have Hodzik playing with 2 fouls, so you already have a couple pieces of the York offense kind of where you want them right now, but the key now is shutting them down the rest of the game. We're going to find out exactly how that's going to play into it here as we begin the second quarter.
So Brooklyn College is going to have the ball. They're going to start with Erica James, Rafat, Dogan, Pham, and Gutierrez. Erica James going to inbound the ball, going from left to right. Gets the ball into Pham. Pham got it by Hodzik at the top of the key. Pham over to Rafat. Rafat into the paint, puts it up, and got fouled by DeSources. That's going to be her first foul, and the team's first. And Rafat is going to go to the line to shoot dos.
Good. 2 big free throws coming. Sagna getting ready to check into the game, and here she comes. And going to the bench will be DeSources.
So 2 shots coming for Miss Rafat.
Bulldogs are 1 of 4 at the line so far.
Knocks down the first one.
Big one there for Rafat. Second free throw coming for Rafat to get back the lead.
Rafat knocks down both free throws. So good job by her on the line. And going it now 2-on-1. Gets it over to Gibson and puts it in. And that's what you do not want to give up, those quick, fast baskets.
Bulldogs did not get back defensively, allowing that easy open shot.
Pham goes baseline, gets back into the paint, gets it over to Gutierrez. Gutierrez over to Rafat. Rafat for three, no good. Rebounded by Pham. Pham puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Gutierrez. Over to Dogan, no good, and she's fouled on the three-pointer.
Oh, big second chance, and again the Bulldogs forcing those fouls. We'll check the foul. It's going to be the second one on the Cardinals. Gibson picks up that foul.
Gibson picks up her first foul, team second, and a big score here in the other game. It's the start of the second quarter. Hunter is up 21-9 against John Jay.
Strong start for the Hawks.
And Dogan does not get the roll on the free throw.
It's kind of been that story. The Bulldogs just not getting that friendly roll on their shots so far in the early going.
And she knocks down the second free throw.
Yeah,
and they're saying,
remember, it's 3 free throws. It's not 2.
3. That's right. So
Dogan gets
has
one more. Bulldogs are 4 of 7 at the line so far. Second free throw coming for Dolgan.
And she knocks down 2 of 3.
Bulldogs go back up 1.
So now it's Hadzik bringing the ball up, guarded by Gutierrez at the top of the key. On the dribble, goes, puts it up, off the glass, and in. Hadzik with her third basket. Up by 1, 18-17, 9 minutes left to go in the half. Gotti over to Erica James for 3! She knocks it down. Brooklyn College up by 2, 20-18. Now Gums around the back, spins, puts it up, and in. Good job. Nice, strong move there by Gums.
Did a nice pirouette on Rafat, knocking her down.
Tied at 20. 8.5 left to go. Sarah James at the scorer's table. Pham puts it up, and Dew drops it in. And now the scoring is starting to pick up here on both ends. Gums puts it up, no good, and Gutierrez
was taken down, no call.
No, she tripped.
Okay, look.
So Pham gets the rebound.
Thought there might have been a foul there, wasn't.
Gutierrez into the paint, puts it up, and gets the roll. So now Brooklyn College with their largest lead of 4. 7:50 left to go in the half. Hadzik, top of the key, guarded by Gutierrez. Takes off the dribble, gets it over to Sierra. Sierra into the corner to Sagna. Sagna back and...
stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, Erica James tried to save it.
Almost did.
Yep. 14 seconds left to go as Sarah James comes in for Aliyah Rafat. I got to believe with about 5 minutes left, he's going to bring back in Gianna Gotti in the second half. The second quarter.
Just kind of strange to not see Gianna Gotti in this game yet, but 2 fouls has been the big reason.
Hadzik now on the left wing, guarded by Gutierrez. Gets into the paint, puts it up, and gets the roll. Hadzik with the roll. 24-22, 7.5 left to go in the half.
Both teams with really good counterpunching in this game.
Pham over to Erica James. Erica James looking. Takes a dribble. Gets it over to Dogan. Dogan for 3. It's good! From the top of the key!
Huge 3 by Mary Dolgan.
5-point lead, 27-22, 7 minutes left to go. Gums off her foot, and they're going to say what? They're going to say
that was another
College
kick ball. Was it another kick ball?
No,
they're calling a foul on
foul.
Gums, and it's Gums getting that foul. That's going to be her second.
Yep, that's her second. Team's third. So 2 more, and here comes Gianna Gotti.
All right, now the Bulldogs. I think the Bulldogs are starting to smell blood in the water just a little bit.
30-second timeout call by Brooklyn College. 7:05 left to go, 27-22. So, Jonathan, I think you are right. I think Coach Lang is sensing the momentum shift, and now he wants to put Gotti back in to try and explode that shift into a full-blown run.
Right now, the Bulldogs are starting to take control here. It took a little time for this team to get going, but right now, York at 3 team fouls already, and you already have 2 fouls on on Gums and Hodzik each, plus DeSources has a foul, and she hasn't been on the court since that last foul. So the Bulldogs now are beginning to really take over the pace now. Now it's just a matter of building that lead a little bit more. And again, just take York out of the game early if you are Brooklyn College.
Right, and right now, you are sitting in a good position where you have your star player back in the game to run the show because your bench got you this 5-point lead.
Now it's up to the Bulldogs, and now let's see if Gotti can expand the lead a little more.
Gotti, top of the key, holds, gets it over to Gutierrez. Gutierrez back to Gotti, top of the key. Picks up the dribble, gets it over to Sarah, over to Gums. Gums to Gutierrez for 3! Gutierrez from the corner!
Bulldogs beginning to feel it from behind the arc.
8-point lead now. Brooklyn College sinks back into a 2-3 zone. Gets it over to Sierra. Sierra knocked out of bounds by Erica James, but it's going to stay York basketball with 19 seconds on the shot clock. 6:33 left to go in the half. Gets it into Hodzik. Hodzik guarded by Gotti. Swings it over to Gibson. Gibson back to Hodzik. Hodzik fakes. Gets it over to Gibson. Gibson goes baseline. Double team and stolen by Gotti. What a move. Now she's going. Pulls it up. Shoots the shot. No good. Knocked out of bounds by York.
That's what Gotti does. Give her that lane to steal. She will take it and go.
Steal number 141 on the season. So Erica James to inbound. Got to get it in. 5 seconds. Gets it over to Gutierrez. Gutierrez into the paint. Gets it over to Erica James. Erica James swings it back out. And we got a 3-second violation on number 15.
That's on Dolgan.
Dolgan. So it's an unlikely turnover with 6 minutes left to go in the half. 30-22 as Dorsey is getting ready to check in. Gums, top of the key. Swings into Hodzik. Hodzik at the foul line. Pulls it back out. Swings it over to Sierra. Sierra into Sagna. Sagna stripped by who else
Dolgan.
but Gotti. Over to Dolgan. Swings it over to Erica. Erica for 3. No good. Rebounded by Sarah James. Sarah James puts it up. No good. Knocked out of bounds by Gibson. Sarah James is just being very strong on the boards as Dogan and Gutierrez come out. Goodman and Dorsey come in.
Jackson's giving it to the officials a little bit. Doesn't like some of these calls. Felt like it was last touched by Brooklyn.
So it's going to be inbounded by Erica James under the basket to the left. And Fisher gets it in to Goodman. Goodman over to Sarah James. Sarah James under the paint to Gotti. Gets it back over to Dorsey. Over to Goodman. Goodman top of the key. Dribbles. Puts up the shot. It is good.
Beautiful touch on that shot from Dasha Goodman.
So now it's a 10-point lead with 5:20 left to go. Now Gums, top of the key. Dorsey into the paint to Hodzik. Hodzik turns around, shoots the free throw shot, no good. Rebounded by Oh! She fell down and got back up. I thought she twisted her ankle. I'm glad she didn't. Gotti, top of the key, over to Sarah James. She traveled.
I don't know if I saw much of a travel there on Sarah.
Yeah.
It was a very quick move.
The whole thing is when you get the ball, as soon as you take that step without putting the ball down, they're going to call a travel. They want you to put the ball down first before you take that first step. So Gums, top of the key, swings it over to 14 Plaza. Plaza, who just checked in, goes baseline, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Sarah James, over to Gotti. Gotti over to Goodman for 3. No good. Rebounded by Sagna. Over to Hodzik. Look at Dorsey scramble back, hounding at the ball. Now Gums into the paint. Over to Plaza. Plaza, no good. Knocked out of bounds by Sarah James.
Like the second aggressive effort by the Bulldogs, not giving up on the play.
So now Gibson's going to come in for Plaza, as Sierra's going to be inbounding the ball to the right side under the basket. Gets it into Gibson. Gibson turns, shoots. No good. Rebounded by Erica James. Erica James gets it over to Gotti on the right side, who brings it up. Guarded by Hodzik. Gotti into the paint, swings it over. Goodman for three. No good. And we got
loose ball foul.
Yeah, that's going to be on
Dorsey.
Dorsey. That's her third over the back.
And Coach Lang is bringing Gutierrez back in.
Yes, indeed. And Dorsey's disappointed with herself. And Nancy Pham is going to check in as well for Gotti. Well, 4:08 left to go. So he wants to protect her for not getting her third foul.
Yep. That's going to be key now. You're going to need Dorsey and Gotti in the second half if you're Brooklyn.
Gums brings the ball up. Brooklyn College in the 2-3. Gums on the right side, now back to the top of the key. Splits the double team, spins, puts up the shot, blocked, but she gets it back. Over to Sagna. Sagna for three, no good. Rebounded by Sarah James. Over to Gutierrez. Gutierrez, good. Pulls it back. Gotti swings under the basket to Sarah. Throws it back out to Hodzik, who steals it. So Hodzik's going to bring the ball up on the left side. Gutierrez gets in the paint, under the basket to Gibson, and good. So it's down to 8. Pham brings the ball up on the left side of the arc. At the wing now. Gets it over to Goodman. Goodman over to Gutierrez. We got an offensive foul on Sarah James. I didn't see anything either. So Sarah James is going to pick up her first foul, the team's third. 3:15 left to go in this opening half. Hodzik gets the ball into Gums. Gums is going to bring the ball up, finally passes half court. Hodzik to her right on the wing. Telling her right, direct traffic. Gibson's going into the corner. Gums gets around, swings it all the way over to Sagna. Sagna guarded by Pham, and she's going to be fouled. What? Wow, that was a, I don't know about that one. So that's a foul on Pham, her first, the team's fourth. Oh, third, I'm sorry.
You have to start wondering.
Yeah, Sierra inbound the ball. Swings it over to Hodzik. Hodzik, top of the key. Guarded by Gutierrez and Pham. Now they extend it back. Gets around, into the corner for Gibson. No good. Rebounded by Erica James. Erica James going to bring the ball up. Swings it over to Pham. Pham, nice ball fake. Swings it over. Oh, knocked out of her hands as Hodzik is going to bring the ball up. Euro step, no good. Oh!
Blocking foul in Brooklyn.
That's on Dasha Goodman, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Team's fourth, Goodman's first. 2:29 left to go. Still an 8-point lead for Brooklyn as that was unfortunate because the way the ball came off the rim, they both were tangled up trying to block each other out, and it's just unfortunate that Dasha got underneath her and caused the foul.
Already 4 fouls on the Bulldogs in just 3 minutes.
So ball's inbounded to Sagna. Sagna puts it up, no good. Got the rebound, no good. Rebounded by Gutierrez. Gutierrez now, guarded by Hodzik. Swings it over to Pham, no good. Rebounded by Sagna, over to Sierra. Into the corner, Gibson, air ball, picked up by Sarah James.
Pace has slowed down a little bit, and either side's really been able to pull away.
2 minutes, under 2 minutes. Gutierrez for three, no good. Rebounded by...
They're going to call a loose ball foul on Brooklyn? Yeah, they are.
No, she's pointing to York.
Oh, it is on York?
Yeah, they're pointing to York.
Oh.
No, they...
Yeah, it said it was on Brooklyn.
What?
I could tell from here. They're calling that foul on Goodman.
Goodman's like, how am I getting the foul when she came down with the ball? So that's Dasha Goodman's second foul, the team's fifth, and they put York in the penalty with 1:53 left to go in the half. And now Mary Dogan's going to come in for Dasha Goodman.
And these fouls are becoming a problem now. It's slowing the clock down. It's slowing the game down. York's only still down 8, but keeps him in the game.
Yep, Sagina's going to the line to shoot 2. Bounces. Puts up the first one and knocks it down. Saginaw has 3 points. Gets ready to put up the second one. Up and no good. Rebounded by Mary Dogan. Gets it over to Pham. Pham on the left side now brings it back to the top of the key. Swings it over to Gutierrez. Gutierrez guarded by Gums. Gutierrez gets it to the paint. Blocked partially, but gets it over to Erica for 3! She buries it from the wing. So lead back up to 10, a minute and a half left to go.
That's a big shot if you're Erica James. Big.
Gums now past half court. Hodzik showing, now retreating behind Sarah James. Gums guarded, gets a ball screen. Into the corner to Hodzik. Hodzik fakes the 3. Good defense by Pham. Into the paint to Saginaw, and she turns it over. Steal by Nancy Pham. Almost ran in by Sarah, but Sarah gets out of the way. Gets it over to Dogan. Dogan, step back, 3. No good, rebounded and taken away by Saginaw.
Ball was in the hands of Gutierrez, just could not quite hold on to it.
Under a minute, over into the corner to Sierra. Sierra turns around, shoots. No good, rebounded by Erica James. Erica James gonna bring the ball up. On the left side, gets it over to Pham. 11-second differential between game clock and shot clock.
Bulldogs can wisely take some time off the clock, no need to rush.
Erica James into the paint, puts it up, no good, but good Pham. Pham over to Gutierrez, Gutierrez puts it in.
And York is calling timeout.
It's now a 12-point lead with 23.1 seconds, and Jonathan, you cannot stress the importance of second chance shots.
And the Bulldogs knocked down a couple of critical ones over the last 2 minutes. This game, 8-point lead. It was back and forth. A couple of bad shots, couple of fouls here. Bulldogs had 5 consecutive fouls at one point.
Yep.
But the Bulldogs were able to keep themselves composed and were able to knock down a few big baskets, including a huge 3 by Erica James to put the lead back to 10.
And you just said the key word, composed. They don't get rattled.
Yes.
That's one thing you can say about it. And we've seen them against top quality opponents. You've seen them against NYU. You saw them against Smith. You saw them against Bates.
Yep.
They don't wilt under pressure.
Yeah.
They stay within themselves and they play within themselves.
York can hold for the last shot.
Gums top of the key. 15 seconds on the game clock and shot. Hodzik goes, pulls it back, double teamed, and stolen! Sarah James at 5 seconds. 4, 3, Pham gets in the corner. Gutierrez shoot. No, she didn't shoot it. Oh, she didn't recognize how much time was left on the clock. But Brooklyn College stays with a 12-point lead. It's 37-25. You've been listening to Brooklyn College Bulldog Basketball on YouTube.com. Pat Brown, Jonathan Pariente on the call, and we hope to get the first half stats. And hopefully we'll get Rocco Stiletto, the assistant coach, to come up and talk about the first half and what they're looking to do in that second half.
Well, it was a good job by the Bulldogs to close out that quarter with a firm lead. That was very important. If you're Brooklyn College, you have to be very happy with the way things finished in that quarter, because that quarter was hanging by a little bit of a thread. And I say that very loosely. It was hanging by a thread.
Oh,
Bulldogs
yes.
were down 7-0 to start, rallied back, fell behind by just 1 at the end of the first. The Bulldogs then were finally able to build some momentum and finally were able to pull away and take that lead. And now the key is holding it for the second half.
Not just holding it, Jonathan. I think what they want to do is they want to establish dominance. So 12 points is a great lead, right? And the way they did it, by being down 7 points early in that first quarter to coming back and doing what they're doing, I think in the locker room, Coach Lang is going to say this. Listen, we didn't play a very good first half. I'm just going to be straight up with you. We're not playing to our potential. So when we come out in this second half, those first 5 minutes, I want us to play Bulldog basketball. Let's get dogged determination on defense. Let's knock down our shots, and let's do what we need to do.
Well, we're going to find out if Brooklyn College absolutely has what it takes here, because it's going to be absolutely critical that the Bulldogs can build on this lead and keep the momentum on their side. the momentum finally did pick up as the second quarter went along. Finally, the Bulldogs were knocking down some clutch baskets. We're having some tough breaks early. So now the key is, what will Coach Lang do with the second half? Is he going to roll with the bench, which has actually been carrying this offense so far in the first half? Right now you have Gotti at 2 fouls. You have Dorsey at 3 fouls. So you wonder if Coach Lang will just continue to roll with the hand that's been working. The bench has been providing those points for him so far.
And Jonathan, you can see how important those early games were and the tough competition to get this bench ready for things just like this.
Yeah, the game plan doesn't always get executed the way you want.
No, and the good thing is they've been in enough of these battles early on to say, hey, we've been here before.
Yep.
We know exactly what we need to do, so let's calm down, let's take a breath, and let's play the game the way we know we can play the game.
Let's take a look at the numbers for the first half. So the Cardinals are shooting 10 out of 30 from the field, so 33%. Bulldogs are 14 out of 37, 37.8%. Bulldogs have knocked down 4 of 15 from downtown. York 2 out of 8. 5 of 9 are the Bulldogs from the free throw line. York is 3 out of 6. Bulldogs slightly out rebounding the Cardinals 24-22, plus 2 in offensive rebounds. Key thing, the Bulldogs 9 turnovers, York 14. Bulldogs with 7 assists. So they've done a good job shutting down the Cardinals as far as moving the ball around. 8 steals for Brooklyn, just 4 for York.
And look at this, second chance point, 10 for Brooklyn College. Fast break points, 11 for York. Bench points, 14-4.
That's big. It just shows you the depth, and you talked about it, the depth of this bench and the way they've been able to play and hold opponents down. And, you know, we sometimes talk about the bench. It's not, we look at the bench sometimes as it's not always, what does the bench do? They play a few minutes, they absorb a few minutes if you need them, you know, give the players a rest. Sometimes that bench has to provide a big game for you in critical junctures.
Hey, look, just look at the New York Knicks.
Yep.
They wouldn't be where they are if they didn't have the bench. Quickly coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Obi Toppin coming off the bench. They provide you with those solid minutes and getting your starters the rest that they need. Sometimes they're in foul trouble.
Yeah.
And now your starters can, listen, Gotti's going to come back and start the second half, no doubt.
Yep.
Right? Dorsey's going to have her way to do what she needs to do. But Gutierrez, key minutes. Rafat, key minutes.
Yep.
It's not about how many minutes they play, it's how effective they are with those minutes.
So far, the Bulldogs, 10 points in the game for Elma Hodzik, just 4 points for Gibson, 0 points in this game for DeSources. So the Bulldogs have done a very good job shutting DeSources down. Only 2 rebounds by her tonight.
But look, no shots.
Yeah.
No shots for DeSources. How do you go a whole half and she doesn't touch the ball offensively?
Bulldogs, give credit to the Bulldogs taking the ball out of her hand in the first half. That's been very key.
That's part of the credit, but you don't see York forcing that issue. They're not even making an attempt to get her the ball.
You wonder if maybe they're afraid to attack the basket like the Bulldogs were in the first meeting, in the previous meeting. I wonder,
possible.
Are we seeing that? Maybe that could change in the second half. I'm sure they're going to start attacking a bit more. The foul trouble is still going to be a bit of a problem. But right now the Bulldogs, Eric James with 8 points, 7 for Gutierrez, 5 for Pham, 4 each for Goodman and Sarah James, and 5 for Dolgan off the bench. So everyone is contributing right now if you're Brooklyn, and it's only a matter of time before the rest of the team will follow suit.
So we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with, hopefully, Coach Rocco Stiletto with an interview and then the start of the second half. You're listening to Brooklyn College Bulldogs on YouTube.com. We'll be back in a moment.
And we are back at the West Quad Gymnasium at the conclusion of the first half. It's 37-25. Brooklyn College Bulldogs leading the York College Cardinals. You are watching CUNYAC semi-final basketball on YouTube.com, your home for everything Brooklyn. Jonathan Pariente alongside my broadcast partner, Pat Brown. Also, Pat, you have the other score going on in the CUNYAC semifinal. It's the John Jay Bloodhounds against the Hunter College Hawks.
And at the half, it is Hunter 36 and John Jay 27.
So the winners of these two semifinal games for the women will go on to play one another in the CUNYAC championship game. It will be held on February 24th on Friday at 5:30 p.m. at the Nat Holman Gymnasium. If the Bulldogs advance to that round, we will have coverage of that game on Spreaker.com. We hope you will join us for this one. So for Brooklyn College, closed out the first half strong, kind of a back and forth game early, got off to a little bit of a slow start, but the Bulldogs didn't wilt under the pressure, and they have taken over the pace of this game as the first half concluded. And now the Bulldogs with a 12-point lead, they're in the driver's seat right now, Pat. Now it's just a matter of get those baskets, sustain the lead, and finish for another 20 minutes.
And as we spoke earlier, the first 5 minutes are going to be key for both these teams. One, for York, they have to start establishing the sources. She's got to be able to touch the ball offensively some point, sometime. For Brooklyn College, stay out of the fouls, get Gianna Gotti back on the court, run your offense, and do the things that you know you can do.
We're going to find out all that and more. Gianna Gotti so far was held to just 2 points in the first half and then had those 2 early fouls. Dior Dorsey picked up 3 fouls early on as well. So Coach Lang will have to definitely be careful how he's utilizing his starters tonight. Gotti is going to be right back in there, so Gotti will start things off. Bulldogs will bring in their starting 5 from the first half. York will do the same, and it will be York taking the inbound to start the third quarter.
Going from left to right.
And here we go.
Take it away, Jonathan.
You got it. It's Sierra handing it off to Gums. Gums at the top of the key, watched on defense by Nancy Pham. Gums moves to her left, now to the right wing. Gums drives, takes a short floater, and scores. Good shot by Alicia Gums, and the York College Cardinals down 10 to start the third.
Good opening drive there by Gums. Got separation from Pham, knocked down the shot.
Gotti crosses the half-court line, watched by Hodzik. Gotti, top of the key. Gotti moves to the right wing. Gotti, drives all alone and scores! Gotti with just that quick burst of speed, and just like that, the Bulldogs go right back up 12.
It looked like York was standing still, and actually they were, because they just watched Gotti make the layup.
York just didn't pick up their man. Simple, they did not pick up their man. And Gotti took advantage. Back to Gums now at the left, watched by Pham. Gums drives in, now kicks it out. Far left corner, fires for 3. Air ball, rebounded by Erica James. Erica takes it, crossing the half-court line. Erica slows things down, will hand it back to Gotti. Gotti top of the key. Gotti flips it back out to Erica. Erica drives, was tripped, and a foul is called on Sagna. That will be her second. That's the first foul on York.
Yes, indeed. And do you see no hesitation by either of the Bulldogs going right to the basket as soon as they see the lane open up?
And that's what you cannot have. Do not hesitate. Attack that basket, force the foul, force a mistake, and get yourself in a better position to score. Pham will inbound, gets it to Sarah James, lays it up, counted, and a foul. Big finish by Sarah James.
And look at Sarah buffing, saying, yeah, that's good. And it's DeSources on the foul, her second.
So far, Sarah James has been such a difference maker in this game. Remember I talked about this sometimes. If Erica was not scoring, Sarah could pick up the slack. If one of their main scorers is not scoring, that's what the beauty is of having so much depth, and particularly with the bench. It's just incredible what the Bulldogs are able to do. DeSources picks up her second foul. Bulldogs up 14. Free throw from Sarah is good. Bulldogs with a 15-point lead. 8:55 remaining in the third.
And this is what you want to do, establish yourself early in these first 5.
Gums crossing half court. Gums kicks it out inside to the right wing for Sagna. Sagna, right point. Sagna drives, lays up a shot, no good. Sarah James fought for the rebound, could not corral it. Sagna was able to save it and getting it back to Gums. Gums dribbles down to DeSources, lays it up and scores.
And finally, they get the ball to DeSources.
First points of the game for Magda Gay DeSources, and it's 42-29, Brooklyn ahead. Here is Gianna Gotti, left wing for Erica James. Now to Sarah. Sarah's going to fire a long 3, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Gums. Gums crossing half court. Gums now moves to the right wing. Gums kicks it out, top of the key for Sierra, fires for 3, off the rim, no good. Rebound, and it's corralled by Sarah James. to Goodman, and now over to Erica. Erica crossing half court, slowing things down. Erica dribbles it out, back to Gotti, top of the key.
Good job by Erica to slow it down.
Gotti looks for an opening. Gotti, top of the key, watched by Gums. Gotti, good screen pick up there by Goodman. Gotti will take a jump shot and a score.
And now the player of the year is starting to execute and dominate.
6 points for Gotti now, 4 points in this quarter to start. Bulldogs up 15 again, 7:36 to go in the third. Top of the key, this is Gums, watched by Pham. Gums moves inside, left wing. Gums will take a jump shot off the rim, no good. DeSource is fighting for the rebound, and it's taken by Gotti. Gotti trying to make a breakaway move. Gotti around Gums, lays it up, can't finish, but fouled. And Gums will pick up that. That should be foul number three on Gums.
And the third team foul within the first 2.5 minutes of this third quarter. And Gotti going to the line to shoot 2.
No hesitation by Gianna Gotti. She draws the foul and will go to the line for 2 more free throws. Bulldogs with a 15-point lead and looking to open things up a little bit more. First free throw coming for Gotti. Shot is up. It is in and out. Just did not get the friendly roll there.
Got the super swirl.
Second free throw coming for Gotti. Lines up her shot. It's good. Bulldogs up 46-29. 7:22 to play. Bulldogs up 16, 45-29. Driving in his Gums. Lost it, and it's taken by Erica. Erica out to Gotti. Gotti will fire for 3. Did that ball hit the rim?
Oh.
Hard to say if it hit the rim. Ball went right in the face of Goodman.
Yeah, she threw it. She didn't do it intentionally.
Trying to save the ball from
trying
going
to
out.
save the ball off of Brooklyn College. So that was not intentional. She didn't purposely throw the ball in her face. She was trying to throw it off of her to get it out of bounds.
And now it's Hodzik taking the pass from Sierra. 7 minutes to go in the third. Bulldogs up 16.
It seems like Gums is trying to take the offense on her own.
Hodzik drives, right wing, Sagna for 3 and a score. Aminata Sagna from downtown. And the lead down to 13. Big 3 for York. Brooklyn College taking the possession again. Here's Gotti crossing half court. Gotti kicks it out to Sarah. Sarah drives, shot no good.
Not a good shot.
Ball was almost lost out of bounds, and it's taken by Sierra. I think Gotti could have just taken that to the paint herself. But that's forsaken now. A bucket from Hodzik is good. So 5 consecutive points by York, and Coach Lang wants timeout. Bulldog lead down to 11.
And here's the run that you knew that York was going to make. You knew it was going to come. So now he's calling timeout. Hey, I told you at halftime that they were going to make a run.
Yep.
Now we have to start answering back. Let's calm down. We're a little disjointed on the defensive end. Slow down. Make sure we pick up who we need to pick up.
Yep.
And play the defense like we know we can.
Yep. So the Bulldogs now up by 11, looking to build this lead a little more. York has started to close the gap a little bit.
And a 5-0 run for them right now.
Yep. 6:22 remaining here in the third. Bulldogs up 45-34. Teams coming back onto the court.
And we Brooklyn College basketball.
So right now, Bulldogs trying to put a quick end to the York 5-0 run. And it will be Erica James taking the inbound pass.
And now York is going into the press.
Well, not surprised York is doing this. And throws the pass over and gets it to Gotti. Gotti trying to get around Hodzik. Gotti makes her move, tries to fake it around, couldn't quite finish. Rebounded by Hodzik.
Good defense by Hodzik.
Hodzik inside, right wing. Oh,
and
good
knocked out of bounds by,
it's off by York. It went off Sagna's hand.
Yes, indeed. It was a double deflection. The official was right there on the call.
That's why you make those deflection plays. You never know if it could go off another team's hand. It went off of Cardinal.
And Gutierrez is going to come in for Nancy Pham for Brooklyn. So I think York is going to stay in the press anytime there's going to be an inbound.
York also has to be careful with the fouls. They're starting to pile up. Gutierrez will take it and hand it off to Gotti. Gotti getting around Hodzik and does. 6 minutes to go. Bulldogs up 11.
And it's going to be Hodzik and Gotti.
Gotti trying to make her move inside.
Oh,
Gotti was able to keep the handle on the ball. Get it over to Erica. Lays it up and in. Good shot by Erica James. Good patience. Gotti set that play up. Bulldogs back up 13.
And they're going to run decoy plays like that as a whole defense is going to shift to where Gotti goes and is going to open a lane for any other player.
Here is DeSources now, right wing. DeSources drives. DeSources throws up a shot and scores. Good shot by Magdagate DeSources. That's her second basket of the game. 4 points for her. Bulldogs lead back down to 11. Gotti.
Open for three.
Fires for three. Shot is a little strong off the rim. We get a whistle. Foul called. Are they calling a loose foul on Gutierrez? Yes, they are. First foul on Brooklyn of the third.
First for Gutierrez. 5:14 left to go.
5:14 to go. Bulldogs up 11. York, though, is coming. Bringing the ball up is Hodzik. Hodzik crossing half court. Hodzik directing the offense.
Hodzik and Gums, those are the two right now.
Hodzik drives to the right wing. Hodzik is going to fire up a three. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Erica, handing it off to Gotti. Gianna Gotti crossing half court slowly, trying to get around Hodzik. Kicks it out to Erica. Erica drives inside.
Count the basket!
Oh, what a shot by Erica James! Oh, what a move with the left hand.
Way to go!
Bulldogs up 13, and they'll get a free throw to boot.
Basket was on.
Fouls
24.
on Sagna.
That's her third, and the team's fourth.
So two York players have 3 fouls, coupled with 2 fouls. The fouls are beginning to pile up on the Cardinals quickly. Free throw coming for Erica James to complete the three-point play. Shot is up, and it is good. 50-36, Bulldogs up 14, 4:42 to go. Here is Gums crossing half court, watched by Gutierrez. Gums, top of the key. Gums, now to the left wing. Gutierrez playing great defense on Gums, and we get a foul called. It's on Gutierrez. Just had a little bit of a reach in there on Gums. Was playing good defense, but put the hand in there where it should not have been.
Those are the fouls you do not want to pick up, and third quarter, 4:31 left to go. Hunter 42, John Jay 35.
Close battle. Very close battle there on the other semifinal. We'll keep you posted on that throughout. Right wing, this is Gums. Gums takes a jumper. Shot is no good, and they call foul on the shot. Bulldogs pick up their third team foul.
It's going to be on Goodman.
Yes, it is. That's foul 3 on Goodman. And that's the third team foul on Brooklyn with 4:20 to go.
So Dorsey has 3 and Goodman has 3 for Brooklyn.
Gotti
Gutierrez has 2 and Gotti has 2.
So
for York, Hodzik and DeSources have 2, and Sagna and Gums have 3.
And Goodman's going to have to take a seat for now as
Mary
Dolgan comes back in. Excuse me. So Dolgan re-enters the game, and now 2 free throws coming for Alicia Gums. Lines up her first shot. Shot is up, and it is good. Got the friendly roll. 50-37. Second free throw coming for Gums. Second free throw coming for Gums. Shot is up. It's good. 2 free throws for Gums. Bulldogs will take possession. Sarah will hand it off to Gutierrez. Gutierrez trying to get around Gums, and does. Gets it over the half-court line, and will hand it off to Gotti. Gotti dribbles it around. Gotti looks for an opening. We'll get it to Erica James, top of the key. Erica to Gotti. Gotti trying to drive inside. Trying to get around Hodzik and cannot. We'll get it out to Erica James. Lays it up, can't put it home. Rebounded by Dolgan. Shot is an air ball and goes out of bounds.
Dolgan just didn't put enough power on that shot. But good offensive rebound by her.
3:50 to go. Bulldogs up by 12 here in the third. Crossing half court, this is Gums. Gums at the left wing, now near the sideline, trying to get around Gutierrez. Gums inside. Gums hands it back out to Sagna. Sagna, she'll fire for 3 and scores off the backboard and in.
By Sagna.
Second 3 for Sagna. Lead down to 9 for Brooklyn. So York's still very much alive here as Gotti will cross half court. 3:19 to go. Gotti looks to make a move, trying to get around Hodzik. Gotti lays it up, shot no good. Rebound DeSources. and will fire a long home run pass, and it's intercepted by Erica James. Erica to Gotti. Gotti will get it to Dolgan. Fires a shot off the rim, no good. Ball is taken by DeSources. Here comes Hodzik. Hodzik driving, takes a jumper. Shot is off the rim, no good. Rebound Dolgan, and up to Gotti.
Fast pace right now, going back and forth. Lead up to 9.
A bit of a lull in the scoring right now for the last couple minutes. Bulldogs need to make this next one, I think, in my opinion. Gotti will take the jumper off the rim. Could not get the friendly roll. And we get a whistle. Foul is called.
On DeSources.
No, they're calling it on Gutierrez.
Come on. Wow.
That is 3 on Gutierrez now.
And now Dorsey's going to come in for
Erica James.
And Rafat's going to come in for Sarah.
Both the James sisters come out. Pham will enter the game
for Gotti.
And
now the lead is down to 42-39.
Down to 3 there.
John Jay making a comeback. 2:03 left to go in the third.
It's getting close. This game getting close just as well. Hodzik will dribble it up past the half-court line. Hodzik will slow things down. Moves to the left wing. Hodzik looks for some space. Hodzik moves inside, gets it to DeSources and scores. And now here comes DeSources beginning to take things back into account here. 6 points for DeSources.
And now they're looking for DeSources.
And the ball's thrown away.
And
now the Bulldogs starting to turn the ball over. Lead down to 7.
Gotti's coming back in.
Ball will be inbounded and taken by Gums to Hodzik. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third. Bulldogs teetering right now. DeSources takes a jumper and scores. And here come the York College Cardinals, lead down to 5. York with an 8-0 run. We get a foul called on Hodzik.
Oh, wow.
No, they waved it off on Gotti.
Wow.
Oh, I don't know what happened there. I didn't see a foul there at all.
Well, here you go. 145, and now your composure is going to be tested to the limit because now nothing is going your way.
And now the Bulldogs now each at 3 fouls. That's the 3rd foul on Gotti.
Gotti, Goodman, Gutierrez, and Dorsey. Sarah James checking back in.
And now the Bulldogs really have to buckle down here. The Cardinals are beginning to smell blood as well.
Listen, you don't get the semifinals not being
no, it's going to come down to the wire. Absolutely.
Yes.
Bulldogs led by as much as 15 in this quarter. The lead cut to 5. Still 1:45 to go here in the third. Bulldogs need to settle things down here very quickly.
And now York is saying, okay, DeSources, we're going to put it in your hands. And now she has 8 points in this third quarter with no points and no shots in the first half.
Well, difference a half makes is, and now York is beginning to take that, exploiting the basket and going into the rim more than they did in the first.
Timeout just about over.
Bulldogs about to come back in.
And it's going to be York basketball. Dorsey, Pham, Gotti, Dolgan, and Sarah James for Brooklyn College. Same 5 for York.
And it's inbounded and taken by Hodzik. Watched by Dorsey, left wing. Hodzik out to Sagna. She fires for 3. Air ball, rebound Gotti. Now the Bulldogs, can they score? Can they take advantage? That's a big chance here for Brooklyn. Gotti driving, slows it down. Gotti kicks it out to the right for Pham. Pham, we get a whistle, foul is called. And they're going to call it on York. And this time, York will be called for that.
That's her 4th. That's Sagna's 4th. And the team's 5th, and now it's going to be free throws for Brooklyn.
Sagna's been the top rebounder in this game, so this is big if she picks up one more foul.
She's out. DQ.
DQ'd.
beat both teams in the bonus.
Yep.
Pham.
Well, one more from the, yep. Pham will line up for the free throw. This is a big one. It's good. First free throw good. Bulldogs back up by 6. Minute 24 to go. Second free throw coming for Nancy Pham.
This is where you extend the lead with no time coming off.
Free throw is up. It's no good. Rebounding it. What do we got, a foul call?
Yeah, she pushed off. That was an easy foul to call.
That's on Dolgan.
On Dolgan. She pushed in the back to get the rebound.
First foul against Mary Dolgan. And now it's going to put York back at the line on the other end.
Yep. And now Sagina's going to go to the line.
Definitely seeing a lot more whistles over the last 2 minutes.
4 seconds left to go in the third. Hunter 44, John Jay 41.
It's a close one there, and it's getting to be a close one here. Minute 23 to go here in the third. Saginaw will line up for 2 free throws. First shot is up. It's good. Brooklyn lead down to 5. Second free throw coming for Saginaw. Shot is up, and it's no good. Bulldogs get the rebound. Dolgan hands it off to Gotti. Bulldogs needing a basket here. Minute 15 to go. Gotti tries to get around Saginaw. Saginaw, I think, got away with a foul there. Gotti dribbles it inside. 8 seconds to shoot. Gotti with a shot. It's no good.
Out of bounds, off of York.
Yep, off York. Bulldogs
20 seconds
ball.
back on the shot clock. What York is doing is they're isolating 2 players to follow Gotti. That means there's a player open for Brooklyn College. You got to find that player. Gets
it to Dolgan. Dolgan gets it out to Sarah. Sarah drives. Shot is off the rim. No good. They call an offensive foul. Right now the fouls are just not going the Bulldogs' way.
And they're having the discussion right now. What is the discussion?
I don't know if the officials are
because I don't know if that was an offensive foul. Nope, they're waving it off. And
they're calling it on York.
Block.
Yeah, they're calling a blocking foul on York.
Now that is a good
That's a big call.
Conversation between the officials because they got together and they said, hey, let's get the right call.
Check who the foul was on.
I couldn't hear who the foul was on. So Sarah James on the line.
And the York crowd isn't liking the call at all. And they're letting the officials hear it. Sarah to the line for 2 free throws, 50 seconds. Crowd beginning to get into this game. It's shaking here. Free throw is good from Sarah.
Sarah James says, you can make all the noise you want. It's not gonna shake me.
Bulldogs are up 6. Second free throw coming. To make it a 3-possession game. Shot is up. And it's no good. And Bulldogs with full court press. And it's taken by Hodzik. Hodzik moves in. Watched by Dorsey. 40 seconds to go in the third. Hodzik drives in. Hodzik thought about a 3, didn't take it. We'll give it to DeSources. DeSources with a shot. No good. Ball deflected. Last touch by DeSources. And it's Bulldogs ball with 30 seconds. About a 0.4 of a second differential between shot and game clock.
I'm going to tell you right now, the effectiveness of that play was a defense by Dorsey on Hodzik.
Dorsey will now take a seat. Erica James comes back in. Bulldogs can utilize just about almost every inch of the clock for that if they do this correct. Handing it off to Gotti. Hodzik playing that full court press. And Gotti will wisely cross half and take time off. Gotti will set up the play slowly. Gotti dribbles out. Gotti drives in, has a lane. Tries to lay it up, shot no good. Rebound by DeSources.
No foul call on that either.
Sierra. It's taken there by Hodzik. She drives in. Had the ball stripped, and they call a double 3-second violation on Hodzik.
No, on DeSources.
DeSources
was in the paint for 3.
Okay. So the Bulldogs have a shot at a quick pass and maybe get a half-court shot, perhaps.
2.9 seconds left to go in the quarter.
York going with that full court. will throw the long pass into Gotti. Gotti will fire for three. Off the rim, no good. Oh, Bulldogs drew that up perfect. Gotti just could not knock down the shot. That will do it for the third. The Bulldogs up 6. Close. This is going to be a fight to the finish, ladies and gentlemen. So fasten your seatbelts. We got 10 more minutes to go. Can the Bulldogs hold on?
York outscored Brooklyn College 21-15 in that third quarter. You knew they were going to make a run.
They cut the Bulldogs' lead in half.
Yep. But now you see Brooklyn College are now have to tighten up all the small areas.
Yep.
Get to the loose balls. Get defensive rebounds. Take your time bringing the ball up and run a smooth offensive set. Defensively, you know now they're trying to get the ball into the sources. So Sarah James, Mary Dogan, and Aaliyah Rafat are going to be huge now because those are the big bodies that you have to confront the big body of the sources.
Yeah, absolutely. Fourth quarter now begins. It's 52-46, Brooklyn College leading. Bulldogs led by as much as 15. York has continued to knock on the door, and we have ourselves a fight here going into the final quarter. Winner of this game will go on to the CUNYAC championship game this coming Friday at City College. Meantime, John Jay, Hunter College are in a close battle. It's 44-41 in favor of John Jay.
Yeah,
of Hunter,
trying to get the update.
3-point lead in favor of Hunter. Yep.
Yeah.
The fouls started to become a problem at the end of the third quarter, so now they're creeping up. And you have to wonder, how is the fourth quarter going to get called down the middle, or is it going to be a little more, are we going to see more close ticky-tack fouls like we've been seeing early on?
Well, Sagna has 4, Gums has 3, DeSources and Hodzik have 2. For Brooklyn College, Gotti, Goodman, Gutierrez have 3 along with Dorsey.
So Coach Lang is going to have to be quite careful now of who he plays in here.
There's a York player.
There's a player hurt on York. That's Sagna.
Yes, it is. I didn't even see that.
Oh, man.
Oh, clap it up for her because I didn't even see her.
I think Sagna might have went down on that home run pass that Gotti had the shot on.
Oh,
we didn't even see it.
She can't even put weight on her legs. Oh, man.
And this is a critical loss for York. That was their top rebounder tonight in Sagna.
And
she cannot put any weight
on her right leg. Oh, you do not want to see that at all. A fierce competitor, a strong player, good for her team.
And York is now going to only be playing with 6 players.
Yeah, so now it's going to be Gibson that's going to come in for Sagna. Gibson has 4 points.
So now let's see how much can this change things here in the final quarter.
So Brooklyn College will start with the ball.
Erica looks, will get it to Pham. Pham lays it up and puts it home. Good start for Brooklyn. Pham on that wide open inbound. Bulldogs up 8. 9:50 to go in the final quarter. Hodzik will take the pass up the inbound. Crossing half court, watched by Erica James. Hodzik, right wing. Hodzik moves inside, top of the foul line. Kicks out to left wing for Sierra, fires for 3. Air ball. Ball was saved there by Gums.
And Sarah James gets the rebound.
Gotti will bring it up past half court. Right wing to Pham. Pham driving. Pham had her shot blocked. Pham keeps the ball. Kicks it back out to Erica James. Fires for 3. And it's on the side of the rim. No good. Gums will bring it up past half court. Left wing. Gums watched by Pham. Gums directing the offense. Gums. Good screen by DeSources. Gums. Get a whistle. Foul is called.
On who?
Are they calling it on Erica? 1, it's on Nancy Pham.
Her second.
Foul number 2 on Pham. That's the first team foul for Brooklyn. 1 minute through the final quarter. Bulldogs up 8. Sierra will inbound. Gets it to DeSources. DeSources, shot off the rim and good. So 10 points now for Magda Gay DeSources. And the Cardinals are trailing by 6. Gotti crossing half court. Gotti will slow things down. Gotti with Hodzik on her there. Gotti drives. Gotti lays it up and a score! Beautiful move by Gotti. Bulldogs back up 8 once more. Hodzik bringing it up past half court. Hodzik drives inside. Shot is up and a score. Both sides exchanging buckets early. Bulldogs lead back down to 6. 8:20 to go. Gotti looks for some space. Crosses half court. Gotti looks for an opening. Gotti drives. Gotti. Shot was blocked and a foul is called.
On number 11,
That's Hodzik. That's her third.
That's her third.
And Gotti is down. Gotti's slow to get up. She's okay. It's 50-47 now with 6:36 to play in the fourth. So Hodzik picks up the foul, and that will send Gotti to the line for 2 free throws.
What Brooklyn College is doing offensively is they're running the double high post. They're setting a double screen at the top for Gotti. Gotti gets around, and now the defense has to chase her to the basket.
Free throw for Gotti is up. It's good. Bulldogs lead back up to 7. Gotti will line up for her second shot. Second free throw. It's good. 2 big free throws for Gotti. Bulldogs back up 8. Here's Gums crossing half court. Gums, watched by Pham. Gums to the left wing. Gums drives, blocked, but a foul. And the fouls are becoming increasingly more frequent. It's Gotti. That's her fourth.
Oh,
that's foul number 4 on Gotti.
Yes, it is. And now Dorsey's going to come in, and she's got 3.
Dorsey's playing with 3. And right now, Brooklyn just trying to hold on now. Gotti's picked up her 4th foul. Gums will go to the line for 2 shots. Shot is up. It's good.
Good.
Second free throw coming for Gums. 58-51. Shot is up. No good. And right back to get it was Gibson and lost the ball. It's taken by Pham. Pham crossing half court.
Oh, bad turnover. And a foul on Erica James. 3rd foul.
And right now, Brooklyn College is really shooting themselves in the foot with these fouls.
Well, that was a bad turnover right there.
And now 3 team fouls on Brooklyn with still 7:36 to play. And you don't want to slow this clock down.
No, you don't.
Here is Hodzik trying to make a move inside. Hodzik will take a jumper off the rim, no good. And the ball is taken by Dorsey.
Good
and
job.
It's taken by Erica James. Erica to Dorsey. Dorsey has a wide open shot, no good.
Oh, man.
Bulldogs just have not been able to knock those shots down tonight. A couple of open looks and they just have not fallen.
She had a chance to go to the basket as well. There was nobody in front of her.
Gums lost it, taken by Pham.
Good job by Nancy Pham.
Bulldogs need a basket. Pham driving. Kicks it out to Erica. Kicks it out to Goodman. She'll fire for 3. And scores! Oh, what a 3 by Dasha Goodman! Oh, what a 3 that was. Bulldogs up 10. Big 3 by Goodman. Hodzik driving. Hodzik backs off. 6:37 to go. Here's the sources. Left wing. Almost lost it. Dorsey, though, was able to get back. Kicked out to Gibson. Gibson a shot.
And that's going to be a turnover.
Jump ball, possession.
Jump ball, possession, right, forgot. Possession. John Jay has taken the lead, 51-50.
Oh, boy.
4:47 left to go in the fourth.
York will get possession on the jump ball. And they're going to bring one of the tall guys in to get that ball down.
Oh, he missed. that is the freshman from the Brooklyn College Bulldogs, Jury.
Gotta love that.
So 20 seconds on the shot clock.
6:28 to go in the game. Bulldogs up 61-51. Trying to hang on. Sierra will inbound. We'll get it to DeSources. DeSources takes a shot, no good, off the side of the rim, and it's Sarah James corralling it, and we'll hand it off to Pham. Pham trying to get around Gums, and does. Pham to Sarah, firing for three, off the rim, no good. Rebounded. Sierra fell on the ball. Luckily, no foul was called to get away.
Double
dribble against York.
Patty cake, baker's man.
Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Oh my goodness, Sarah, I've not. Takes me back to my youth with that.
And look, Sagna's back in. Oh, that's good to see.
York.
Good to see. I'm glad she is okay.
Still walking a little gingerly is Sagna. Remember, though, Sagna is playing with 4 fouls.
Yes, she is playing with 4 fouls. Got to get the ball in.
And they just get it off to Pham. Pham, watched by Gums. Pham driving. Pham floats it around. Shot no good. Sarah had the ball, couldn't hold it. Pham was able to save it and get it back to Sarah. To Erica James for 3. Off the rim, no good. And getting the ball back is Sarah.
Oh, good job.
Goodman for 3. Off the rim, no good. Bulldogs trying to fight for the loose ball. Dorsey almost had a chance at it. Could not quite steal it. Hodzik will dribble it up. Bulldogs had a couple cracks there at a bucket. Right wing, this is Sagna to Hodzik. Hodzik gets around the double team and gets the friendly roll off the
roll on the basket.
Tough shot, but made by Hodzik, and the York College Cardinals trail by 8. 5:19 to go, halfway through.
Gotti getting ready to check back in.
Goodman went down. Dorsey a jumper off the rim, no good.
Sarah James with the rebound.
Sarah gets it back to Dorsey. Dorsey will take a jumper off the rim, no good.
Sarah again, and she's fouled by Sierra. Sarah James has been just
everything today.
All on the boards, just anything that's up is in her preview. She's gonna snatch.
Pham will exit, Gotti will enter. Dorsey will come out of the game, in will come Gutierrez.
5 minutes left to go in this game.
It's still a tight one. This is anybody's game as far as I'm concerned.
Erica James inbound.
Looking for a little space. Erica trying to find someone. Finds her sister. Sarah scores!
Oh,
the sisterly duo. Erica to Sarah.
That was pretty.
10.
That was pretty.
Gums inside the foul line. Drives it and threw it away. Sagna was wide open, was looking for the ball, did not get it, and that's a turnover for York, and that could be a crusher.
And now it's time for Brooklyn College to slow it down offensively once you get the ball inbounds.
These are the final 5 minutes now, 4:45 to go. Gotti trying to get around Gums and speeds through.
Sagna.
Sagna.
Yeah, no, that's Gums.
That's Gums who
she heard I hope it's a cramp. I hope it's a cramp.
Officials had to stop the play.
And you know what? I understand why they did that. You can say they should have let the play continue. They could have did that. But remember, it's player safety first.
Yes.
It's always player safety first, and they're always going to defer to that. So I don't have a problem with that stoppage right there, even though momentum was going Brooklyn College's way.
Officials are gathering both coaches. Gums walking a little gingerly.
Yeah, it looks like it's a cramp in her right calf. Look, that's what you call nice sportsmanship right there. Gums saw them huddling up, and Brooklyn College said, "Oh yeah, you can come in the huddle. Come on, join in." So it should be Brooklyn College basketball.
Well, yeah, and it will be. Yeah, James will take it.
They're resetting the shot clock.
All right, so the Bulldogs will get the 3 seconds up.
Yes.
4:40 remaining. Bulldogs up 10, 63-53.
2:29 left to go in the other game. John Jay up by 1, 55-54.
It's a tight one. This is coming down to the wire at the doghouse. They called fouls. Oh, there were fouls called on each end.
Wow.
Goodman picked up her 4th foul, and one of the Yorks picked up her 3rd. One of the York College Bulldogs, Cardinals, picked up her 3rd foul. I didn't even think a foul had happened there. Gotti will take the inbound. Gotti drives, floater, off the backboard and in! Oh, beautiful shot by Gotti!
And that's why she's the player of the year!
Bulldogs back up 12, 4:19 to go. Hodzik drives, Sagna fires for 3, no good, and Brooklyn rebounds. Gutierrez to Goodman and back to Gotti.
Slow it down.
And that's exactly what Gotti's trying to do. Getting around Hodzik, looks for space. Gotti will back it up, kill more clock. Wisely taking time. Gotti looks for a lane.
10 seconds.
Looks around as Gotti takes a jumper and scores! Oh, 2 consecutive points! 2 big points for Gotti.
Oh, she put the bullets in the revolver and shot them off.
Bulldogs back up 14, 3:37 to go. This is Gums now. Get a whistle. Timeout was called by York. Yep, 30-second timeout. And Brooklyn College with 3:34. Bulldogs come in with a critical 6-0 run and now go up by 14.
And you can't say it enough. Poise and composure is what championships are made of, and that's what Coach Lang and his coaching staff instills in his players.
And right now the Bulldogs are in the driver's seat, still 3:34 to go, but the Bulldogs, all the momentum now is swinging the Bulldogs' way. Gotti with 2 big baskets. Don't forget a couple of big points Erica James knocked down, and then a big 3 by Goodman that really started to open up the lead for Brooklyn here.
And that 3 by Goodman was what they needed at that time.
Yes. York will take the inbound here, 3:34 remaining. And time right now for the Cardinals is beginning to run out. But right back to the action we go here. Hodzik. So York will stick it. It's 55 all. John Jay and Hunter with 2:27 to play in the game.
And somebody's got to inbound the ball for York.
And Sierra's going to finally do it. You wonder if maybe they should call a violation when you don't get to the inbound on time. I thought they were going to call that for sure. And it's going to be Gums taking it. We got a whistle.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul on York.
Is that Hodge? No, that's on who? Who's it on?
I think they called a foul on York by the look of it.
I'm waiting to see what the foul call is.
Yeah, it's Brooklyn ball. We're going to check the foul. It's going to be York's 4th team foul. And a timeout. Hodzik.
Oh, Hodzik is fouled out.
So that other foul that happened on the injury before
was on
Hodzik. So she's out of the game.
She's out of the game.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow.
So now York is playing with just 6 players, and you lose Hodzik, one of your best ball handlers. Oh, that's a big, big, big foul out of the game for York. Pham will dribble it. Don't forget, Sagna's playing with 4 fouls also. So York could be down to playing with just the 5 that are on the court soon.
And if one other person fouls out,
Pham drives in. We got a whistle foul is called.
5 on 4, and that's the sources.
York is going to get called for that. 3rd, that's going to put York in the penalty.
Nope,
that's
15,
on Sierra.
Her 3rd. Her 4th.
That's 4. Oh, boy. Oh. Look at the fouls are beginning to pile up now. York could soon be playing a man down.
5 on 4. Yes, they could.
Oh, my God.
So nope. Sierra with 4, Sagna with 4, Gums with 3.
Free throw is up. It's no good. Pham will line up for her 2nd shot. 3:17 to go. Bulldogs up 14. Lining up for her 2nd shot, Pham. And got the friendly bounce. Bulldogs up 15 with 3:17 to play. Gutierrez comes back in. She'll replace Pham. Gums will bring it up.
And you can see Gums is still kind of favoring her leg a little bit.
So you have an injured Gums. Sagna also got hurt. Gums will take a long 3 and score. Good shot by Alicia Gums. Bulldogs lead down to 12. 3 minutes to go. Gotti will dribble it. Gotti looking for a little space.
See Gums.
Gums is still hurting.
Yeah, she's hurting. She's trying to gut it out, but she's hurting.
Get a whistle. Coach line up. Foul's called on Gums.
Foul on Gums. That's her 4th.
Yep. And again, to the free throw line will go the Bulldogs. That's penalty. Over the limit. And now the Bulldogs, if they can just knock down free throws here, they can pull this away.
One more foul against these 3 players, and Brooklyn College would be 5 on 4.
Wow. I don't think we've never seen that.
Never seen that.
Sagna getting back in. Free throw coming for Gianna Gotti. First one. Shot is up. Good. Bulldogs back up 13. 2:51 to go. Second free throw coming from Gotti. Shot is up. Gotti makes a pair. Bulldogs up 14. 2 big free throws. And dribbling it up slowly is Gums, watched by Pham. Gums crossing half court. Left wing. Gums fires another three and scores again. 2 consecutive threes on a bad foot by Alicia Gums. Bulldogs lead down to 11. Gotti driving. Gotti lays it up. Couldn't quite put it home.
Rebound by Sarah. With
And a foul.
There's the foul.
And we'll check the foul. Is that on DeSources?
If they hope it's on DeSources, because if it's not,
down.
that person is gone.
And right now DeSources is hurt.
No, she's just sitting there.
Set for a minute.
I want to see who the foul is on.
DeSources got a little tangled up.
Oh.
That's on Sagna.
Sagna's gone.
That's it. 5 fouls on Sagna.
Sagna's gone.
So Hodzik has fouled out.
And Sagna has fouled out.
And only 2 players. You still have Plaza and Gibson on the bench.
They haven't subbed her out yet. Did I miss a foul? I thought Sagna had 4 fouls.
She was playing with 4 already.
Yeah, so
Gutierrez comes in. Sarah James is going to take her free throws. 2:27 remaining.
Maybe we missed something. Maybe she has 4 fouls now.
I'm very certain that was her 5th. Free throw's no good.
No good for Sarah.
Bulldogs still need to make free throws here. John Jay up 4 with 1:50 left. Bulldogs hanging on, up by 11. Second free throw's up, and Sarah knocks it down. Bulldogs go up 12. And I guess that was only her 4th. I'm not sure what I missed there, but I thought that was 5.
I thought so too.
Ball's off the hands. Sierra kept it alive. Out to Sagna, to DeSources. DeSources' shot is no good, and a foul's called on Sarah James. And that puts the Bulldogs in the penalty now. That puts them at 5. 2:15 to go.
That's her second, and here comes Nancy Pham in for Gutierrez.
Game isn't over yet. There's still time.
Can Hunter mount a comeback? They're down by 4 with 1:35 left to go in the game at the Doghouse. I'm sorry.
DeSources will take the first of 2 free throws. It's the first attempt at the line for her tonight.
Yep.
Shot is good.
Nice and smooth for her.
Down to 11. 2:15 left.
Hunter has cut the lead to 3.
Both games going down to the wire. Second free throw from DeSources.
Good.
2 free throws made. Brooklyn will take possession. Gotti will take it. Gotti crossing half court.
They can't foul because, they can, but it can't be those person that have 4 fouls.
Yep.
Under 2 minutes left to go in the game.
Here comes Gotti. Gotti will dribble around, keeping it away from Gums. Gotti just trying to play keep away and take time off the clock. And Gotti doing a good job of it. Keeps it with 6 seconds.
Foul on
Gums.
And guess what?
That's 5.
That's 5.
Yep. And now Gums gave it everything she had, playing on that bad foot, knocked down a couple of big threes, but now has fouled out of the game, and coming in now is Plaza. Gutierrez comes in. So now just 6 players left now for York with 1:50 to go.
Madison Plaza from Brooklyn High School of the Arts, 5'7" sophomore.
Gotti will line up for the first of 2 free throws. Shot is up, and it's good.
1 down, 1 to go.
Entire Gotti family here tonight, including her grandfather coming all the way from Florida. Gotti lines up for her second shot, and it's good. 2 big free throws for Gotti. Bulldogs lead back up to 12. 1:50 to go. Bulldogs do not need to foul. And now here is Plaza. Plaza, watched by Gutierrez, hands it off to Sierra. Sierra, top of the key, watched by Gotti. Sierra moves inside, gets it to DeSources. Sources will take a shot, gets the friendly roll. Bulldogs lead back down to 10, 1:26 to go. Gotti taking her time, will try to get up half court and does. Gets it over to Sarah, to Erica. She'll fire for 3, in and out, no good. And the ball's deflected back to Gibson. Gibson will take it, 1:10 to go. Gibson will kick it out to Sierra. She'll fire for 3, off the rim, no good. Rebound corralled by Gibson. And Gibson fell down. Double dribbles called on York. 1:04 to go. Bulldogs leading by 10. As we're heading down to the final stretch, John Jay with a 2-point lead with 1:04 left. So both games with the exact same amount of time. And both heading down to the wire. A minute to go. Pham crossing half court. Pham looks for space.
York is going to have to foul. Somebody's
York right
going
now
to have to foul
doing
or
it.
just run the timeout.
Right now, York isn't even committing to
No,
foul.
they're not. So they're basically just giving it up.
Here is Gotti taking her time. Gotti kicks it out. Here's Goodman. Is it for the dagger? Not quite. Ball's taken away by York. 30 seconds. Kicks it out. And stolen by Gotti.
That's
Gotti
it.
with the steal.
That's it.
And Gotti
Shot
will
clock is
dribble it out.
off.
York is not going to foul, and Brooklyn College is going to hold on and will be going to play in the CUNYAC Championship.
Going back to the ship. Going back to the ship. 3 in a row. Going
9
back to the
seconds.
ship. 3
7
in a row.
seconds. Pham will just dribble it around. DeSource is not going to foul, and the Brooklyn College Bulldogs
They
are
done
going
it.
to knock off York tonight.
Yeah. Going back to the ship.
I'll tell you what, a gritty effort. York came to play in this one. Brooklyn College was able to hold off the mighty York Storm, the Crimson Storm, and the Bulldogs will advance to the CUNYAC Championship. We await the winner shortly. Of the Hunter College Hawks and the John Jay Bloodhounds. And in just a moment, we're going to have joining us here for a brief moment. We'll get a few players here to join us, as well as Coach Alex Lang. As the crowd is starting to file out here at the West Quad. We're going to have joining us today, very pleased to have him here, the new athletic director for the Brooklyn College Bulldogs. This is Eric Smiles. Eric, first of all, congratulations. What a nice win for Brooklyn here tonight. And you've been here for a short little while now, and you've gotten to see this Brooklyn College program. And just what impresses you so much about what you see from this team?
Just the IQ. I mean, you can tell they're well coached. Coach Lang does a great job, and they space the floor. They have great IQ. They share the basketball. They play together as a team. They did a great job tonight. I was really impressed, and I actually really wanted to sit and watch the game. I just, as a former coach myself, to enjoy it. Because last Tuesday I was running around meeting people, and it was really just a enjoyable experience just to watch them, coach them up, and watch them play. They did a great job.
You've coached at Old Westbury CW Post. You've also
Farmingdale State, not Old Westbury, God forbid.
Westbury, yeah.
That's
well,
okay.
All right, so Farmingdale State, very familiar opponent in D3, and you also have been the athletic director at Hostos Community College. Talk about how you've been able to bring that coaching experience that you've had and to bring that here as an athletic director to this program.
Well, I think when you coach for so long and you really have an empathy of what it takes for the coaches and what they have to go through, and you really appreciate the grind that those coaches are doing day in, day out. Like today, our women's soccer coach had recruits on campus, and Alex was pre-gaming earlier, and so just having that experience and sitting in their seat and being in their shoes, it gives me a great appreciation for how hard they work and what they do for the student athletes day in and day out.
Bulldogs' next stop will be the CUNYAC Championship. It will be at City College on Friday. How excited are you to see that one?
I can't even explain how excited I am. I can't wait to watch us in the championship game and just to see how we represent Brooklyn College and give these girls a chance to win. I want to say it's our third championship in a row in women's basketball, 4 out of 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
Coach Lang is getting it done, so
yep.
I'm excited. I also want to thank you guys while I'm here.
Appreciate it.
My first experience really with Brooklyn College Athletics the last month was watching you and your team and broadcasting the games, and you guys do a great job, and your dedication is unparalleled to our department and our college or institution. So I really want to thank you guys, because you guys are truly my first taste or introduction of Brooklyn College Athletics. So I want to thank you guys for that, seriously.
We look to see you for so many more.
Yes,
Mr. Eric
absolutely.
Smiles, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, guys. Keep the great job up.
I'm going to get Pat Brown here on the mic. We hope to get Coach Lang and a couple players here momentarily. We got the stats here for the end of the game. We also hope to have an update shortly on the second semifinal. And we got it.
It is going to be Brooklyn College versus the Bloodhounds.
Oh, baby. So a rematch
repeat
from last year. So Brooklyn College will have to be ready. The John Jay Bloodhounds await the Bulldogs. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think we could have asked for a better game, in my opinion, than that. Let's go through the final scores here of this game. And it was a back-and-forth battle. The Bulldogs had a battle. They had to fight a little bit, but they were able to hold off a very game York College Cardinals team. So let's go through the final scores. The Bulldogs shot 25 of 75 from the field for a total of 33%. York College shot 40%, 24-59, 6 of 19 from downtown, 9 of 14 at the line. Bulldogs took 27 free throws. The key ingredient, 14 points for DeSources, 16 for Hodzik, 10 for Sagna, 13 for Gums. For Brooklyn, 19 for Gotti, 11 for Sarah James, 13 for Erica James. By the way, Sarah had a double-double.
Double-double.
Huge game for her. And in fact, we got Sarah James right here with us. We'll get her on the microphone right here. Whoop, just 1 minute. All right. And let's get Sarah James on a headset.
My bad, I got a Rice Krispie treat in my hand.
That's all good.
Okay.
All right. Let's get Sarah here. Okay. Let's get Sarah James. Sarah, incredible performance here tonight. This York College team really came to fight. It was a close battle. It came down to a couple of big plays. The bench really had to perform some big moments, and you had some huge rebounds that really made a huge difference. Talk to me about coming out with a win in this one and how important a battle this was.
It was really important, considering it's a lot of our last year, so we do want to go out on top. And you know the saying, you got to fight for your rights to party. So we're fighting. That's all we can do.
We saw so many different things. A lot of fouls were called late. There were a lot of ticky-tack calls. This was a fight, a grind. Just talking about how battle-tested this team has been all year to be able to win games like this, to grind out games like this, win in just so many different ways.
I mean, we've been preparing for this. You know what I'm saying? Regular season's one thing, but once it comes time to play, we don't play with our food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. You guys, it's now been revealed you will face John Jay in the CUNYAC championship by just 4 points.
Damn.
They rallied back to beat Hunter, so it will be a rematch of last year's CUNYAC title. Talk to me about that upcoming game against the Bloodhounds.
I mean, we're going to do exactly what we did last year, try and come out on top. That's all we can do. We're going to come and fight.
Absolutely. Sarah, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Let's get Pat on the microphone. He will have Gianna Gotti here with us.
Come on over, Miss Gianna Gotti. Give you some time. So, first question I'm going to ask, early foul trouble on the bench. What was going through your mind early on in the game?
I was a little bit nervous, but my coaches did a good job of keeping me calm, and I think my teammates stood up. They rose to the occasion, and they kept me in it the whole time.
And we talked about this before early on in the season, the importance of the bench players. Huge. Tell me, how does it feel that they actually carried you instead of you carrying them?
Yeah, it feels nice. They give the hustle that we need, and they're going after loose balls, and whatever we need, they're right there. They're rising to the occasion, and I really appreciate that.
I want to say first, congratulations,
Thank you.
Player of the Year.
Thank you.
You deserve it. You are phenomenal.
Thank you.
You have a chance now to finish your career, 3 straight championships. How important is it going into Friday?
It's extremely important. It's going to be a tough game. I think we're playing John Jay on Friday. It's going to be extremely tough. They're going to come to play, but tomorrow in practice we got to lock back in and realize what the main goal is, and that's winning the championship.
How hard was it to play against a team that you knew was going to give you everything they had?
I think the 2 times we played York, they gave us a run for our money, and they did it as well today. They played really hard. They're really experienced and very well coached. So I think it was important for us to come out and really make a statement, and I think we did. And I think they gave us a hard game today, but we came out and we rose on top.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
3 times now. Friday, we'll see you there.
Thank you so much.
All right, that was senior Gianna Gotti, and now we have the head coach. I'm going to turn it back over to Mr. Pariente.
Thank you, Pat. Coach Lang, very impressive win. This York team really came out playing. They pushed you guys to your limits a little bit. Some fouls happened late, but you guys were able to just find a way, grind out the game, and just what can you say about the intestinal fortitude of this basketball team?
Yeah, I mean, look, firstly, it's a playoff game, so we expected nothing less from York. I mean, they played us twice during the regular season. They gave us everything they to have. They have a lot of seniors on their team, some really good players. Obviously a big part of the game was the foul trouble on both ends in the first half. We had Gianna had to sit for a while. Mac had to sit for them for a while. So, became a different game. We were able to take a lead at half. Second half, they cut into that lead a little bit. But we held firm. I told the players in the timeout, I said, look, come on, man. Like, we're up 5. Like, let's not act like we're down 15 here. Like, let's just regroup. Let's get a couple baskets. We had a couple inbounds plays that worked well for us. Off of timeouts, we were able to get a couple easy ones and regroup a little bit. Sometimes the shots don't fall. Sometimes we had a couple possessions where we rushed a little bit. But we played enough defense, and we rebounded enough, and we did the things we had to do down the stretch. Obviously, Gianna got to play a lot more in the second half, was able to get to the rim, do some things, so that was good.
Sarah James had one of her best games of this season so far, a double-double, big one to have in a playoff game, and those rebounds turned out to be huge, getting those extra possessions, getting a couple of key baskets on second chance opportunities. Just talk about the importance Sarah James brings to this team as a great defender and just a great rebounder.
Yeah, well, Sarah, not only is she a great player, but she brings like a certain level of toughness, and she's willing to step up in a big moment. She always has been. So, we know we can count on her coming to a game like this, and obviously she's one of our leaders on our team, and she played great tonight.
You guys will have a rematch, John Jay, for the CUNYAC championship.
Oh, they won? Okay.
Talk to me
I
about.
didn't get to look yet.
Talk to me about how important.
You guys know everything before I know.
We were following along. So you faced the Bloodhounds.
Yeah.
Rematch of last year.
Sure.
What are going to be your thoughts going into that? A rematch against this team, and you're going to see them again.
Yeah, like whoever we played, whether it was John Jay or Hunter, like going to be a team we're very familiar with. Obviously, we play everybody twice during the regular season. John Jay, we played last year in the championship. Hunter, we played 2 years ago in the championship, and 3 years ago in the championship. So like we're very familiar with these teams and these programs. So they're going to know what they want to do to attack us, and we're going to come out with a game plan against them, and it should be an exciting game on Friday.
Coach Lang, best of luck. Congratulations on the win.
Thanks.
And congratulations making it to the championship game against John Jay. Game will be at City College. And Coach of the Year as well.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
And Coach of the Year.
Right,
Just got to love it. All right, let's get Pat Brown back. So, Pat, some final thoughts here going into this.
Not trip and fall.
You're good. So, final thoughts here. Brooklyn College had a fight, a grind. They won the game by 10. Now they go to face John Jay at City College. You have to wonder, can the Bulldogs repeat and do it again?
I'll say this. Give the props to that man
Absolutely.
and the coaching staff. Since 2012, they've gone to 10 out of 11 championships. That is
unprecedented.
Amazing.
Unprecedented.
They've won the last 2 in a row. They have a chance to three-peat. And yes, you're gonna go against an opponent that knows you very well. You know them very well. You both had a dogfight in the semifinals. So you got 1 day to reload, re-equip, and come out on Friday. And can Brooklyn do it? Yes, they can. Is John Jay capable of overcoming Brooklyn College? Yes, they are. So last year was only 57-51.
Yep.
So it's not like it's a big difference.
Nope.
The problem is, can John Jay overcome the pressure that is on them?
We will see about that. Should be a very good game, no doubt about it. That's going to wrap up our coverage here. Once again, your final score, the Bulldogs winning it 73-63. We will have live coverage on Spreaker.com at the Nat Holman Gymnasium of the CUNYAC Championship on February 24th at 5:30 p.m. Pat Brown will have the call, and we hope you'll join us for Brooklyn College Bulldogs basketball, the road to the NCAA, to the big dance. The NCAA tournament begins. For Pat Brown, I'm Jonathan Pariente saying so long from the West Quad Gymnasium. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.